right, all right. I finally got this to work, man. So the thing's going live now. Anyway, it's finally paid. Okay, okay. So so here we go, man. For the most part, like I said, this live here, man. We just gonna be on here chilling, vibing, kicking games, popping it up, know, giving out knowledge, trying to get gems from each other. Uh, we'll talk about topics and everything, but most of all, I want you to respect everyone in the chat to respect everyone that's on the stage, especially the host. You feel me? You know, the respect go a long way. There's just gonna be some weird shit that we do every day. You know what I'm saying? So we try to help each other some kind of way. We all got something we need help with in life. So let's progress, not regress, man. You know, there's so much stuff going on in the world right now that our minds be cloudy. We don't be focused, you know, on the task at hand. You know, I ain't perfect. I'm far from perfect. That's why I know God loves me. You feel me? I'm far from perfect. I'm not afraid to admit my mistakes, faults, and nothing. I'm a man before anything. I'm a stand no business. You feel me? So, so like I said, let's chop it up, man. I'm sitting here reading the Constitution of the United States of America. I thought I was recording when I was reading. I really don't want to start over. So I'm on Article what 5 right now. So I'm just gonna start at Article 5. He ain't really missed nothing. I ain't got too deep in. I just started the book. So it's something I want to do. I'm gonna do about 5, 10 minute reads. You know, just to get your brain moving and moving. You feel me? And I want to talk about ways to make money, develop, or effort, or just make money. Just something to basically help us out because we all need to make money. You know, we know something about investments. We can talk about investments on there. You know, we're going to get up here. We know something about this, a little bit about that. You know, we can talk about that up here. You know, if I know a little something about something, I'm gonna talk about it. You know, I ain't I ain't the smartest person, but I'm willing to listen and learn. With that said, here we go. For the most convenient management of the general interest of the United States, delegates shall be annually appointed in such manner as legislate. No state shall be represented in Congress by less than two, no more than 7 members, and no person shall be capable of being a delegate for more than 3 years in any term of 6 years. Nor shall any person being a delegate be capable of holding any office under the United States of which he or another for his benefit receive any salary, fees, or any kind. Each state shall maintain its own delegates in a meeting of the state, and while they act as a member of the committee of the state. In determining questions in the United States and Congress assembled, each state shall have one vote. Freedom of speech and debate in Congress shall not be impeached or questioned in any court or place out of Congress. And the members of Congress shall be protected in their persons from arrest and or imprisonment during the time of their going to and from in attendance on Congress except for treason, felony, or breach of peace. So if you don't understand it, I can try to do my best to explain, or we can explain it and learn it together. Because I'm just reading and soaking it up right now. You feel me? So we are now on Article 6. I think we're going to stop at Article 6. I'm going to do this article. We're going to stop at Article 6. And I'm going to look for something to talk about. Because nobody in here for me. But I'm going to keep going. So that's the main thing. I ain't going to give up. I'm going to keep pushing. Pretty soon, it's going to be better. No state with the consent of the United States and the Congress assembled shall send any embassy to or receive any embassy from or enter into any conference, agreement, alliance, or treaty with any king, prince, or state, or shall any person holding any office or profit or trust under the United States or any of them, except any present from office or title of any kind, whatever, from a king, prince, or foreign state. Nor shall the United States, the Congress assemble, or any of them grant any title of nobility. No two or more states shall enter into any treaty, confederation, or alliance, whatever, between them without the consent of the United States and Congress assembled, specifying accurately the purpose for which the same is to be entered into and how long it shall continue. No state shall lay any imposts or duties which may interfere with the stipulations of treaties entered into by the United States and Congress assembled with any king, prince, or state in pursuance of any treaty already proposed by Congress to the courts of France and Spain. No vessel of war shall be kept up in time of peace by any state except such number only as shall be deemed necessary by the United States and Congress for the defense of such state or its trade, nor shall any body of force be kept up by any state in time of peace, except such number only as the President of the United States of Congress assembled shall be. So, with that said, that was Article 6. We're going to stop at Article 6. Um, and then, if you have any questions or you just got something you want to talk about, we just vibing like you at your camp over in the house, kicking back, man, relaxing. So, you know, we shall read some more tomorrow. Later on, we're going to play some Call of Duty on here. For the meantime, I'm going to try to pull up something for us to talk about. So what I'm gonna pull up is, they over there talking. My boys over there talking. See what they talk about on live. We're gonna pull their live up over there. They got 6 people watching.
What you mean? Smoke something. Time to go to jail. Time for me to put them gloves on. What you talking about? Put that mask on. It's time to smoke.
Come on, man, get up on this stage.
Hey,
Man.
hey, another thing,
Another
another thing I be seeing with that boy Dub Don, like that boy don't seem to be kind of hurt by that. I don't. How bro rocking?
Shit, I mean, shit, I ain't heard nothing bad on Dub Dub. Dub Don
No, I'm
always.
saying though,
I'm saying he knew who he was fucking with though.
He knew exactly.
He
tried to help that nigga, fam. He tried to look past all the bullshit through the nigga.
Bullshit.
Yeah, you right.
Yeah, fam.
He tried to look past that shit, fam.
Man.
Yeah, that's tough, though.
Don't be scared, man.
You know what I'm saying? Sometimes shit, nigga get bit in the ass.
You feel me?
Yeah, you right.
But at the same time, he took his licking, bro. He did not. He took his licking. You know what I'm saying? So you can't do nothing but respect a nigga like that.
Nah, nigga respect. I'm just saying, like, brother, like, he got shit with
I
his
would
kids.
my grudge. I would have had a grudge so heavy, man.
I'm trying to tell you, brother, like he'll chill with him.
My grudge would have been heavy. Me personally, my grudge would have been heavy, man. That's all I'm gonna say. My grudge would have been very heavy.
Yeah, mine.
On that nigga name.
You know what I'm saying? Doing me like that, nigga. And niggas, how niggas be talking about they don't wish their enemies to go to jail. Nigga, I wish you jail, hell, whatever. I don't give a fuck. I wish they kill you. I don't give a damn, because if you are enemy of mine, it's better with your ass go. So however you go,
right now,
you know what I'm saying?
Broke the richest.
You know what I'm saying? So he probably is. They both might probably.
Yeah, cause they ain't had no probable cause. You know what I'm saying? So
they had probable cause when they stopped that car when they didn't have them tags, nigga.
No, I'm talking about done when that car was.
No, but he gave them the probable cause that it was some shit going down, and then that's when they got
trying to chop up on.
It was a lie. It was a lie, but it
wasn't no real probable cause.
But they were supposed to. It's the capital.
Come on,
they downtown, and these events during South by Southwest. It have been people killed through this motherfucker, and they down there. They try to really enforce downtown area. So that gave them the go to go over there and handle the situation, because he said that. You see what I'm saying? So that shit right there, you know what I'm saying? And the thing about it is, I known the man for a long time. You know, I didn't never know like all of this other shit like that there, but the certain lies and shit I knew about.
Come on,
but
man.
I wouldn't ever fuck with that man ever in my life. If I seen him somewhere, if I happen to get locked up and be locked up with him or nothing, I can't fuck with him, fam. Yeah. It's just certain things now. Like I said, I ain't talking about the man no more, because the man, he already in some shit, and he gotta figure it out himself as from a man to man. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that
nigga talking about he finna get out. I don't understand his job, boy.
Hey man, shit, understand it, baby. Look what we living in right now, man. These niggas walking around, man, and we can't do nothing to them. Yeah. Fuck with them snitches if you want to, nigga. Fuck with them snitches if you want to, boy.
He was a real snitch. He wouldn't put that bag.
Shit. Fuck with them if you want to, nigga. You gotta, you know what I'm saying? And they walking around the world, nigga.
They say take you down till you done fixing your car.
What boys want to talk about, man?
Fixing my car.
One more time. Bring your
fixing my motherfucking car.
Give us 5 minutes, man. Get up here, man. Hey, introduce yourself and shit.
Say Bubba D. They say, yo, take Bubba D down till he done fixing his car, man.
You don't fix your car in these, nigga. You know what I'm saying? You prostate check.
Yeah. Okay. Goddamn me, he got.
Nah, I'm just finna yeah, it's COVID out here, nigga.
They live.
Yes, sir. Enough said. Yes, sir. It's definitely COVID. You know what I'm saying? If you know, you know. You know what I mean? Type shit. Now look out, Jim. Are you trolling me, my nigga? Something, my nigga, on that question right now.
You gotta troll to see where y'all at.
My boy over here, Jockey Awaken, man. This brother here, man, I don't know what type of vibe y'all be on, but this brother here, man, he's excellent. Good brother, man. I'm gonna play one of his shorts. I'm gonna talk about it, man.
I'm a therapist who goes to therapy, and some people think that's strange. The thing is, though, therapists are human beings, just like.
I read a numerous report that says in the U.S., Black adults are nearly twice as likely as white adults to develop type 2 diabetes, right? Mm-hmm. All right. For those watching, what is type 2 diabetes, and why are Black people more likely to develop it?
So type 2 diabetes is basically when you have too much glucose inside of the bloodstream. And when you look at the black people, or what I will call basically indigenous American people blood type, and just a biochemical molecular structure and makeup, we have more carbon in our system and more melanin in our system than
So did y'all understand what he was saying about the diabetes? We got more carbon and more melanin in our system, so we're more prone to get diabetes faster than others. But this brother here, man, he gives you good herbs and spices, man, to help your life all the way around, man. I follow this guy. You know, I haven't gotten none of his stuff, but I was talking to a coworker earlier. He ordered some stuff from me. He said, man, it's the truth. So I'm pretty soon gonna order from this guy, man. And he followed like Dr. Sebi. If y'all know who that is, he followed Dr. Sebi. So he he's very knowledgeable, man. It's good brother with information that we all can use. We can teach our families, you know what I'm saying, down the line for generations to help us. You know, we could be all having diabetes. We don't even know it. So I'm gonna play a little more and then I'm gonna talk a little more so they won't think I'm doing video type thing. You know?
any other race. And when you look at what carbon is basically a essential part of sugar. So naturally, we have more sugar in our bodies than any other species or race on planet Earth. And not only that, when you look at the foods that we eat or that we have adapted inside of the so-called black community, we eat a lot of processed sugars, a bunch of processed foods, and a bunch of complex meats and proteins and things like that, which break.
So with that said, the processed food, you already know what that is. That's McDonald's, some hockey, some hot Cheetos, some sodas that we be drinking constantly. But a lot of the food is processed that we eating and it's killing us. We're really not even supposed to be meat eaters, bro. You know what I'm saying? We're supposed to be plant eaters. That's why we don't have canines like dogs and wolves and caribou. The meat was introduced to us from the European people and the pigs. We was always plant eaters. That's why we got molar teeth in our mouth and stuff. So, but you know, just think about it, man. It's always good to think about what you eat and put in your body because it got to come out some kind of way.
Down to more glucose. So you will tend to see a bunch of sugar being raised in the blood. So what happens is when you eat processed foods and you eat what you would call polysaccharides like dextrose, pentose, maltose, that's where you get the word malt liquor from, and you just see the things we eat in the community, these are called polysaccharides. Our body was created to only take in monosaccharides and disaccharides. Saccharide just means sugar, mono means molecule. So one molecule of sugar is called a simple sugar. These are things like galactose. These are things like fructose, and these are galactose come from the mother's breast milk. Fructose come from fruit, and then glucose come from your vegetables and your nuts and your legumes and things like that. Once you start getting into complex sugars or complex polysaccharides, this is when you take simple sugars and then you fuse them with other molecules and you heat them up to high temperatures. And this is where you get high fructose corn syrup. So you got a lot of black people in the community that like to eat junk food, they like to eat candy, they like to eat complex amino acid structures or what you call proteins. What the body is going to do.
See, that's why I said I was just talking about that. The food we eat, the processed food, sugar candy. Man, they put this here to destroy us, man. That's why America has the number one obesity rate. Because a lot of countries got certain food bans, you know what I'm saying, that you can't eat. And it's crazy that they, you know, it's land of the free, so they let you do what you want. But at the same time, they keep poisoning us, so they making money. We getting medicine, we buying medicine, uh, we going to the doctor, so they making money off. They don't want us to be healthy, but it's their way of making money. Just like if you were selling drugs, you don't want the junkie to get up off the drugs. You want to keep him on the drugs so he can steady come back. You know what I'm saying? It's a cycle, just like life is a cycle with anything, man. So it's only about like 18 minutes, 22 minutes in. So here we go again.
When you eat all these things is try to break them down back to the simplest form. So you will take a polysaccharide and eat the polysaccharide. Your body is going to break it back down into a monosaccharide, which is a simple sugar, in order to use it for fuel for the body. But it's too complex to break down because it has a carbon bind on it that keep it stuck together.
Smooth, 2, 3, good question. Is it a cure for it? Yes, it's a cure for it, but you're gonna have to be very diligent. You're gonna have to do what you need to do to get it, you know. And we as humans, we tend to slack out. You know what I'm saying? But it is a cure for it, and I got some books on it. Also, from Dr. Sebi, that I'm probably gonna read later down the line. You know, here and there, give out uh, recipes that he talked about in the book. But it's a cure for everything, fam. Like they cured Magic Johnson with AIDS. It's a cure for everything. So when it's a cure for it, the pharmacy not gonna give it to it. The doctor's not gonna give it to us because that's how they make their money. They want us to keep coming back to deal with them. That's why there's so many people at the hospital and constantly going to the hospital. Where they make. That's their way for them to make money. You feel me? So, but it's a cure for everything, man. You just gotta look for it. You look for it. It's there.
So what it does is it goes into the bloodstream and it alerts the pancreas. Inside the pancreas, you have something called the islands of Langerhans. And the islands of Langerhans produces three cells. It produces something called the alpha cell, which produce glucagon or glycogen or glucose. Well, basically what it does, it raises the blood sugar. Then you have something called the beta cells, which actually produces insulin. Insulin lowers the sugar, and the reason how insulin lowers the sugar in the bloodstream is it acts as a key mechanism. It goes to the cell and unlocks the actual cytoplasma of the cells, and it opens the cells up for glucose can actually come into the cell to be burnt as fuel. And then you have something called the delta cells that produces a hormone called somatostatin. Somatostatin is a growth hormone. So you literally grow by your pituitary gland and you grow by your pancreas. So what happens is when complex sugar is in the blood, the hormones is going to alert, or what you would call the intrinsic nervous system, or what they call the adrenal glands. It sends melanin neurotransmitters to the brain, and it tells the brain to do a feedback loop, and it says there's too much sugar in the blood. Alert the beta cells to produce insulin. So insulin will be produced and go into the bloodstream and basically create a glucose marker, and it allows itself to be a key to open up the cell for glucose can get into the cell. So it's playing this back and forth all day because you're eating all these complex sugars. So literally the pancreas is going back and forth between the alpha cells and the beta cells all day. Now, if you look at cells and the way cells function, it only function by way of fuel. When you burn fuel, you get all types of byproducts from it. So since you playing this teeter-totter game and you're raising your blood sugar and then you using insulin to lower it by bringing it into the cell, it gives it this back and forth system. Eventually, the system wears out, and what the pancreas do is give up and it stop producing so much insulin. The moment that your body and your pancreas start malfunctioning and stop producing insulin, this is what you clinically know as diabetes 2. But then you have something called diabetes 1 when they become insulin dependent. And there's many other different things. Stress causes diabetes, not only eating because for instance, a stress hormone produces cortisol. Cortisol get released in the blood by way of the adrenal glands. Guess what
Okay, y'all heard him. Even stress can cause diabetes. That's why you shouldn't stress, man. Say the main thing is to not stress. I ain't saying that's the main thing, but that's a big part of because us as black men, we don't tell our partners when we stressing, or we don't tell nobody when we stressing or when we going through things. You feel me? So we hold a lot of stuff in, and we just be it, we don't consider it stress, but it is a form of stress because we got a lot of weight on our shoulders when we doing certain things and stuff. So it's like stress can call it. I know stress can help form diabetes, the lack of sleep. It's a lot of different stuff that can help it, along with the eating too. Just like the brother was saying. So, and the main thing we got to take care of ourselves, man, because at the end of the day, ain't nobody else gonna take care of us. You know what I'm saying? Like if the house was on fire, they gonna run there and get mama. They gonna leave daddy, but they gonna go get mama. You feel me? So we gotta take care of ourselves, man. Like, not saying that they don't love us, but they love mama a little more. You know, it's just like shit. Mama, I don't know what it is. Mama. But daddy will be in there burning. They're gonna get mama out that house first. So, but like I said, this brother he be kicking some game and giving us some knowledge and stuff, man. And like I said, if you check him out on YouTube and go through his stuff, man, you'll be surprised what you can learn from him. You know, It's, you don't always have to read a book. As people talk about it now, excuse me, and I time my age, we got people just talking about this type of stuff now, so you can look it up and search it, you can listen to it and visually look at a person and talk to them. So, I mean, I talk to them talk to you visually while they're talking about the subject. But some people learn just, catch on different. I can catch on to both because I like to read and I like to learn. Knowledge is power, man. So if you know a little something that can help you down the line,
cortisol due to sugar, because cortisol actually utilizes sugar. So the adrenal glands don't only just utilize your steroids. It utilizes your mineralization and your sugar content by way of adrenaline and cortisol. So if you stress and your stress hormone is cortisol and adrenaline, the moment that the adrenal glands releases it in the bloodstream, it's going to spike the sugar as well.
Hold on, it sounds like black people in problems, man. Because between the sugar, I'm just thinking about when I taught and seeing the kids. I go drink soda in the morning.
Yeah.
It got what 120%.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly. Yeah.
but it's just like
Polysaccharide sugar too, not natural sugar.
the mixture of the diet and the stress.
Yeah.
Because people under some serious stress nonstop, depending on where you live.
Yeah. I mean, the environment is stressful. We have to understand that stress is just more than a mental faculty. The body reacts to different certain things. We have to understand chemicals for it. It's called the molecules.
then I just say that he said more than poverty. They sound like black neighborhoods. Yeah, because that's what they want to give us. They want to give us the bad stuff. They ain't gonna give us nothing good. You know what I'm saying? So man, we got to pick our food wisely, not just our food, man. You know, there's a lot of stuff we do. Like I smoke, I know it ain't good, but I do it. You feel me? But I try to do other things that's better for me. Some people drink. We know that's not good for you know. But we do what we do. We live and we learn, man. We human. Ain't none of us perfect. We all make mistakes. You know what I'm saying? But what we need to know, we need to learn from our mistakes and grow from our mistakes. So I'm gonna let this brother keep going a little bit. I'm just chopping the video up so they won't like think I use this content type, stuff.
of emotion. It's a book actually called Molecules of Emotion, and it shows how different emotional factors and how you view your reality causes emotional stresses and aspects in your life to make you look at reality different. Depend on your emotion or what they call energy in emotion. It basically kicks on this chemical factory in your body. For instance, happiness releases something called dopamine in the brain. Dopamine is your reward center. It makes you feel good. It feels like you got wings, you can fly. That's what keeps you in your purpose. That's dopamine. When you're mad and when you're angry, that's epinephrine and norepinephrine. That's that adrenaline that make you want to fight. Then you have a scary hormone, which is called adrenaline and cortisol. These are your stress hormones that put you in a state of fight or flight. It makes you run away. Your love hormone or your binding hormone, whether you are binding to your children by way of prolactin when a woman have a child latch onto her, or whether you bind into your significant other and finna engage in sexual activities. That's called oxytocin. So every different energy in motion or emotion that you experience in this reality, it actually have a release of a certain chemical hormone. So for instance, if you're going on a 9 to 5, there is literally something called job hypertension, where somebody cannot have no type of high blood pressure. Their blood pressure is regulated throughout their whole entire day. But the moment that they go to their job, they blood pressure spikes. What is that? That is a emotion that triggered some type of sodium cortisol to rise in the blood, and it created a friction or a pressure on the artery walls to raise the blood pressure due to the emotional stress of them being at their job. So you got to think about so-called black people. We chasing a clock. We own 9 to 5. We got children in the household. Most of the black
That's kind of just what I said, man. It's most of us black people, man. Because we already got a hard life. It ain't easy for us. You feel me? So, like you said, we chasing that clock. We trying to do this. We trying to do that. But we ain't thinking about ourselves and our health. And we neglecting our body. Our body can only take so much. And it's like, until it start breaking down. It's just like a car. You can drive a car so much, you feel me? Until something start happening. You can fix it, and then it's still going to happen again down the line. So it's not a permanent fix, but you can fix it. You feel me? What I'm saying? So we gotta pay attention to everything, man. Like you said, we got to stop chasing that clock. I mean, we need money, because I feel like there's something I go, man, this job, man, for real. So I know my levels be changing. I can feel them, but and I know it's other people that's like that, and also who can feel it. So you got to try to whatever, like more like relax and take our time when we do stuff, man. Because all those factors play into anything. That's why people have heart attacks. It don't just be because they have a bad heart. It's stress, sleep deprivation, all different kind of stuff. Diabetes, high blood pressure, just mixed with everything. So it'll be all kind of stuff that happens that makes our body break down.
Black males are not in the household, which was purposely done by the government. You see us dealing with family issues, a lot of built-in trauma that we haven't did our inner work to work with our inner child to heal. So we automatically stress. And then our last interview, we talked about transgenerational epigenetic inheritance. So we still are suffering from the same things that our ancestors suffered from when it was here in Americas and got put into slavery. So all these things go down through the genetics. Not only are we dealing with that, but we're dealing with racial discrimination. We're dealing with a bunch of stuff as a people. So naturally, we're automatically stressed than any other people on planet Earth. There's a difference between when I'm driving down the street and a white man is driving down the street. I'm worried about police.
See what he said? That's fact. Hey, and y'all know if you're in here and you're black, you know it. You know what I'm saying? Not trying to play no race for it, man. Because we deal with all people, but this like 20 times harder for us, man. Like you said, down from generations. They come down from the generations. So it's like it's hard for us. We just got it constantly hard, but we got to keep pushing at the end of the day and just keep fighting. You know what I'm saying? But it's always hard on us, especially black men. You know what I'm saying? There's no love for the black man. No one cares for the black man. The police don't care. The wife barely care. The kids barely care. You feel me? So it's just hard for us as a black man, period, man. So on this channel, man, I'm gonna be here, man. If you need to talk about anything, I'm here to talk about it, man. We cool, we kicking it, we vibing, man. So with that said, I'm gonna play the video some more. We got about 10 more minutes of it.
Pulling me over. I'm worried about getting shot. I'm worried about getting, unlawfully convicted for something I didn't do. So even driving as a so-called black man, I automatically have cortisol in my blood due to that. So we can't act like us experiencing reality don't stress us out. So the reality of so-called black people here in America is stressful as hell anyway. That's enough to cause hypertension. Same thing. When you have cortisol in the blood, it actually raises blood sugar glucose. So you can get diabetes just off of stress. You can get hypertension off of stress. You can get penile atrophy off of stress, meaning you can shrink your penis just by stressing out. So it's a bunch of things that we're dealing with in the environment. And what I was getting to is environmental pollutants. That's stress to the body.
Okay, y'all heard it. I know y'all heard about the penis part. None of you catch one of the little small little wang wang down there, man. So you better, so you better quit stressing. Because when your thing shrink, she gonna leave. Because you ain't gonna have that motherfucker no more, baby. So quit stressing. I told y'all stress, it messes up a lot of stuff, man. And this brother is telling you just facts, like the real stuff. It messes more than with what you think, man. And we, like I said, we stress a lot as black men. So I'ma do this, I'ma do that, man. I gotta do this, man. I gotta do that. Ain't nobody here to help us, man. To be like, hey, bro, man, you doing a good job, man. Keep up the good work. Ain't nobody doing that, man. But they'll tell the woman that in a minute. But another brother or another person tell you, man, hey, bro, I'm proud of you, man. Keep up the good work, man. You doing a good job. We don't get that. You know what I'm saying? And if you do get it, you probably very rarely get it. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, man, stress it'll kill you, man. And I try not to be stressed, but I still do stress. Me just being honest, I try not to let nothing bother me, but it still bothers me. just try to have tough skin, but it's hard.
Stress is basically a level of tension in the body to complete a task. So any level of tension to complete a task, whether that's mentally, emotionally, physically, or spiritually, by definition is considered stress. So eating food that's not conducive for your healing, the body is going to look at that as foreign invaders. So the body is going to send out stress signals. These stress signals actually alert what they call the immune system, or what I clinically call the lymphatic defense system, T cells, B cells, macrophages, all these different types of immunological cells are going to start coming in the body and start going at war with this foreign invader we call food. That creates stress inside the body. Hypertension, blood is going to rise. All the blood in the extremities is going to go towards your extremities, where you can get put in a state of fight or flight. You're not worried about eating at that point. A lot of oxygen don't go to the brain at that point. That's why under stress you tend to make stupid decisions. You see what I'm saying? And if you look at us as a people, we live our lives out of that. Anger will get a black man 100 years in the penitentiary.
Sell to millions of people online with Shopify's social media.
So I actually skipped the video, but like you said, man,
Marketplace
we
integrations.
live our life.
You can sell your products.
We live our life stressed, man. Like it bothers us, man. Like it's crazy. So I'm gonna check out this next video.
But something caught up to me. It stayed in my consciousness. My mama said, if you don't change the cage and make the cage bigger, the snake won't grow. It will only grow to fit in the cage.
And that is a fact. I done had snakes. I accept it all the time. That snake ain't gonna get bigger than this cage. Once you put that snake in a big cage, that snake's gonna grow 10, 9 feet. You feel me? But as long as you got him in a little old cage, man, he ain't gonna grow. You know, video just started and he already telling you good stuff, man. So we ain't gonna watch this whole video because it's an hour and 45 minutes. You know, I'm just gonna let pieces of this other place so we can catch on to it.
Mm-hmm. And I'm like, dang. So now, you know, I'm 33 thinking about it. If you put somebody in an environment and you limit that environment that you put them in, they only going to be able to grow to function in that environment.
That's a fact.
Anything outside that environment, they're going to be unaware of, or they're going to lack the knowledge of. And that's why we're ignorant. You know what I'm saying? Because we are not being privy to the environment. So, I mean, privy to the knowledge that they're accumulation of. And that's why I respect you, man, like so much, because you are out feeding the masses of people and you get into the high level conversations, and now we waking people up. They probably in their notebooks like this right now. Let me look up that meme. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
and that's what it's about. So what we doing essentially is we breaking that cage that my mama was talking about with that snake out here. We breaking it. Now that snake is able to grow and be introduced to another environment that it didn't even know existed.
I'm 19 Keys, and this is high level conversation. Tap in with the guys.
Peace, family. 19 Keys tapping in with another high-level conversation. This time, man, this is a special episode for me because it takes me back to the crib. You understand me? A place where I was born in St. Louis, Missouri, where I grew up. You understand me? And, you know, rough terrain environments is where I learned a lot of lessons, you know, in a place where most of the people that I know from there are dead, in jail, on drugs. You understand me? It's a heavy criminal environment. A lot of homicide happens out there, a lot of unsolved murders. You understand me? It's a food desert. It's rated as one of the lowest, you know, standards of living in America. But it's also a place where my family is heavily found. You understand me? And so I don't often go back because of the dark cloud that exists over there.
What up, Private Bennett?
Imagine this.
What's going on, bro? So this is kind of what I was talking about earlier. The alkaline diet, water benefits, stuff like that. It's gonna be right here for us.
Having a normal blood pH is vital for optimal human function. It's actually required for life itself. There are there on the interwebs talking about the alkaline diet
People
and
don't
the
like to drink
alkaline water
water.
that I started to look into this because it's very popular. A lot of people really believe this in their heart of hearts. And so I wanted to explain this to you after I'd done my research. And let's dig into the alkaline diet and the alkaline water craze and see if it's really what it's cracked up to be or if it's a bunch of expensive foolishness. I'm Dr. Ken Berry, a family physician with 21 years of clinical practice experience, and we're going to talk about the alkaline diet and alkaline water. The pH of blood in a healthy human being ranges somewhere between 7.35 and 7.45. Now, all doctors should be very familiar with this, but they should also be familiar with the mechanisms that keep this so tightly controlled and just how hard it is to shift the pH of blood in a human being who's alive with diet or with water. Before we jump into that, let's talk for a minute about how a doctor actually knows what your blood's pH is. There are three tests that we can do, but only one of them actually tells you the true pH of your blood. So
One split decision based off of him being stressed cost him 100 years. Same thing with children. We have children by multiple baby mom. I can speak for this personally. Children by multiple baby mamas. When I was younger, I was chasing vagina, but there was a stress reaction. But by that, I made a decision that it cost me the rest of my life, where I got a bunch of children that I have to take care of. Me, I'm a good father, by the way, but most of them decisions was based off of stress. A lot of people don't know that lust is stress. Like we just have to really start understanding the psychology of people in the turmoils and the traumatic things that we done been through, and how these create certain types of neurological chemicals. And based off these different chemicals in the body, your kidneys and your adrenals and your cardiovascular system reacts to them, plus your internal organs reacts to them. And this is what gives us our so-called disease.
All right. Can you touch on, there's also this misconception that you can't reverse diabetes. Like when she has diabetes,
That's
it's
the
pretty
question you
controllable.
just
Can you
asked, Smoot.
explain realistic and natural ways for people to reverse type 2 diabetes?
Type 2 diabetes is very easy. Type 1 is easy as well. But type 2 diabetes, usually you just have to get rid of the stress, get rid of the environmental pollutants that's causing the stress. And then you have to eat right, quit eating so many processed sugars and meat. Eating consumption of meat actually causes type 2 diabetes as well. And if for those that don't know what diabetes is, diabetes stands for sweet urine. And the reason why it stands for sweet urine is because there's so much sugar in the blood that it turns your urine sweet. You can actually smell the sweetness in the urine because the sugar is not being utilized by the cells, so it's staying inside of the blood. The blood did pass it over to something called the interstitial fluid.
Smoot, if you still in here, that was the question you asked. Can it be reversed? He answered it. Like I said, it can be reversed. But we got to change, like I said, what we eat. And see, I didn't even know that meat is a part of the factor in it. You feel me? So I actually just learned something with this. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, it's bad, man, because the things we eat, we think is good for us, and our actuality is not good for us. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, damn if I do, damn if I don't. What the hell am I supposed to eat? Lettuce all day? You feel me? So it's like, you know, you just like we gotta watch what we eat, man, because what we eat can kill us at the end of the day. So, like the brother was saying, type 1 diabetes and type 2 diabetes, you can cure them. Like I was saying earlier, it's a cure for everything. We just got to look for the cure, find the cure, stick to the plan of the cure. You know what I'm saying? So, I'm going to let this brother finish up. I ain't going to talk too much. I know I've been doing a lot of talking, but I got to break down the video. $15 in there.
fluid of the body. This interstitial fluid takes it to something called lymph capillaries. The capillaries go through something called lymph nodes. The lymph nodes break it down and then take it to lymph capillary vessels. It ends up in the kidneys, and then you excrete this sugar out through your urine. That's where you get the word diabetes from, and it just means sweet urine. So when you look at what or sweet ciphering of urine. So when you look at meat, when you eat meat, meat got a bunch of lipids in them, especially when you cook it and then you cook it in, grease or what you would call seed oils, which is very bad for the body anyway. So you got lipids around tissues with seed oil cooked in them, and then you eat these meats. The first thing it's going to do is create a cholesterol gloss over the arteries and over the cells. So it's hard for glucose to penetrate the cells, even if you have insulin, because it got to make it through two lipid layers. The first lipid layer is the seed oils in the meats that you cook that you cook in. Then the second thing is when you look at the cellular membrane, that cellular membrane is made of cholesterol and calcium, and it's very, very hard to penetrate it. And that's the reason why insulin act as a glucose marker to unlock and open the door for glucose to make it in anyway. So imagine glucose, which is being a person that's knocking on the door and need to get in the door, but he can't get in the door because he done lost the key, which is insulin. Then he finally find the keys, but he forgot that he don't have a key for the deadbolt. That deadbolt is keeping the door shut because of the actual grease, or what you would call seed oils, that you already cooking these lipid-based meats in, which is going to keep sugar from coming into the cell. And when sugar can't make into the cell, sugar builds up, and that's what you call diabetes. So there's many different factors, but how to heal diabetes: get off of meat. It's the first thing I tell anybody. We have hundreds and hundreds of diabetes healing testimonies of 1 and 2. First thing we say: get off meat, get off dairy. Next thing,
Okay, meat and dairy. So that means no cheese, no sour cream, no certain yogurt, probably all yogurt. That means no chicken, no fried chicken, no pork chop, no ribs, no none of that. Man, do y'all think y'all can do that? You see what I'm saying? I know I can't, but I be trying. You feel me? I try not to eat as much meat, or when I do, I try to eat small amounts of it. But that's why I was saying you gotta stick to the plan, and it's hard to stick to the plan when you was raised like this, and all you know is this. You see what I'm saying? Like I was saying before when I first started, we're not supposed to eat meat. I now know this and been knowing this for a minute, but man, the meat is so like horrible for us, man. It ain't like they going out there in the field like if we had a farm and just kill our cows, cut our cow up and serve our cows to us. Man, they got some cows stuck in stalls, doo-doo, pus, everything everywhere. You know what I'm saying? And they serve us this stuff. They kill them and they serve us. So that's what all the animal. Ain't no free range nothing that we eat. Some lot of it is lab produced food. You know, so man, all them chemicals in there is harming our body, man. So at the end of the day, we got to take care of our body. Our body is our temple, man. So let this stuff do it.
after that, you're going to eat a high fruit diet. The reason why I recommend a high fruit diet is because fructose take a different route to actually give you your metabolic energy than glucose. So fructose take a lipid liver route. Fructose needs insulin to go into the cells.
Okay, guys, this is crazy. I've got to share with you. I was paying $164 in car insurance, and now I'm only
have to cleanse out the pancreas. And what we've been noticing, most
Yeah, smooth. I'm a hungry ass little boy. But nigga, you is too, the way you be eating, nigga. So you gotta watch it too, skinny fat boy. So but now for real though, man, we gotta teach that to our kids, bro, because if you know better, we should try to do better. You know what I'm saying? At least put in, make efforts and try because our parents didn't know. But if we know, we should at least try to help our kids. You know what I'm saying? A little bit. You love your kids. You don't want your kids to die. So you should give them a little better. You know, you got to start taking away. We got to start taking away the meat. You ain't got to take it all away. Small portions. Instead of two chicken legs, you get one chicken leg. You got to eat all these vegetables. That's you get more vegetables than chicken or one hamburger. You know what I'm saying? It's like because it affects everybody, bro, and it causes more diseases in our body. You know what I'm saying? Than what we think. Because there's so much poison and stuff in the meat, man. But we live, like I said, we live and we learn. But when we learn, we gotta at least try to add it to our stuff, man.
Those people with diabetes have a fluke worm inside the pancreas. So you got to deworm these people. You have to get all the acidic acid up out of the actual pancreas. So we put them on an alkaline diet and we put them on an all fruit diet. And then we put them on water instead of fruit juices because fruit juices will actually raise the glucose level. So all fruit diet and then you drink water. So what we do is we say 100% fruit diet and we say about 55 ounces of water a day. While you're doing that, you can get things that actually cleanse out the pancreas. Pancreas herbs or things like golden seal. I know a lot of people speak against golden seals because the late great Dr. Sabi spoke against it, but I have seen golden seal on its own heal a bunch of different what you will call so-called diseases in the world. Not only that, golden seal is being banned now by America, and there's a reason why, because it's really out here cleansing and healing the temple. You have another one called milk thistle. Milk thistle not only cleanses up the liver, but it cleanses up the pancreas. We have to understand how important the pancreas is. The pancreas creates over 4,000 different types of enzymic reactions in the body to not only help you break down your food, but it communicates with the gallbladder and it communicates with the liver to release its bile for you to break down fats as well. Not only that, remember the pancreas is a part of your growth hormone. So a lot of people that's short like me, I'm only 5'5". I had, but look, what's crazy is I'm 5'5", but I had diabetes until I was 21. So it's a correlation on what's really going on with the body. So you have to cleanse the pancreas. The first thing I would do is deworm the pancreas. These are things like wormwood.
So did you hear this man? This man said he's 5'5". He had diabetes by the age of 21. Come on, man. That let you know in our community. And he probably only knew because he got checked. A lot of us do not get a check, bro. Like, we don't go to the doctor like you should. Shit. I mean, I only go to the doctor because I got to. You feel me? You know, like, I wasn't going to the doctor, so I'm like, damn, I'm gonna die, you know? So it's like, man, we got to take care of ourselves. Like you said, that pancreas, that's like, man, like the heart, man. That helps. It does a lot for your body, man, and people don't understand that. So
wood. These are things like fresh cloves. Black seed oil is good for deworming the body. Slippery elm is good for deworming the body. Then you have to tone, strengthen, and detoxify the actual pancreas. And those are things like golden seal, chaparral that I was talking about, milk thistle that I was talking about, red violet leaf. These things cleanses it. So all fruit diet to bypass the pancreas so you can give the pancreas a rest. Because when you eat fruits, you don't need the pancreas. It goes to the liver, and then the liver releases it through bile. Bile then actually infuses itself within the cells. So you still
okay. So how many of y'all willing to try this all food diet with me, man? All fruit and water. For the people that's gonna watch this live later, you can comment. We can do this together. You feel me? So all fruit and water, and that it's gonna be hard because we like meat, but no diddy. So we gotta try it. I'm gonna try it, and I'm gonna give it a try. I'm already getting closer to anyway, so I'm willing to give it a try, a shot. It ain't hurt nothing. You feel me? At the end of the day, it only can make me better. Plus, I'm gonna get some of the herbs the brother talking about, and I'm gonna try them. Because like I said, my coworker, he ordered from me. He said, and it does some things for me. Like, man, gave me my energy back, gave me this back. You know what I'm saying? I felt good. I wasn't always tired no more. So
getting the adequate amount of energy. Once you do that and the pancreas is at rest, now it's time to cleanse the pancreas. Remember, I was telling you to cleanse the pancreas out and deworm the pancreas. And then you look up a month later, they go get tested and they look at their A1C or they look at their glucose and it's regulated. They don't have it no more. Same thing we do for diabetes 1, whether you're on insulin or not. And what I recommend, if it was me, because I'm not a doctor, so I can't tell you what to do, but if it was me, what I would do is I would do the same step. I would just check my fruits and see which one raises my blood pressure. I mean, my sugar, my glucose level, and those ones that, because anything you eat is going to raise glucose. I don't care what it is; it will raise your glucose. What diabetes is how long your glucose is raised. So if you eat an apple and your glucose is raised for 3 to 4 hours, then of course don't eat the apple no more. If you eat a strawberry and it's only raised for an hour, then it regulates itself. Then that's a good thing that you can eat when you are diabetic. If grapes raise it, if you eat a grape and your sugar stay raised for 4 hours, don't eat that grape. And while you testing yourself, make sure you watching your insulin pen. So if you find 10 fruits that can take your blood sugar up, and then it'll regulate and go down within an hour or two, them the 10 fruits you stick with while you wean yourself off the insulin pen or the insulin pump. You will look up a month or two later and you're not no longer on insulin no more, and your pancreas is healed. Now you can start introducing those foods that used to keep your blood sugar raised a long time back into the body, and you will see now they're self-regulating themselves. And now boom, you heal the diabetes one. You're not on an insulin pen or insulin pump no more. And I'm not speaking this from regurgitating literature, even though there's a lot of peer reviewed scientific articles that's talking about this now. We've been doing this over 13 years, and y'all can just go on my Instagram page and see people speaking for themselves on how they got off of their insulin pen and their insulin pump by eating all fruits and just getting something. I have something on the website called the diabetes. Well, we changed the name because the government tried to come out. It used to be called the diabetes reversal kit, but they tried to come after me, so we changed it. What we changed it to, the pancreas support kit. So we changed it to the pancreas support kit. And y'all, and I'm not here to sell herbs. Y'all can go on the website. All the herbs are listed, and all my ingredients is listed on my site. You can make.
You see how this man sit there and said the government try to come for him. They don't want us to heal. I just said that minutes ago. The government do not want us to heal. They want us to stay sick, man. Because when we sick, they positive. That's the kind of situation that happened with Dr. Sebi when he was curing AIDS and herpes and stuff. They don't want you to get no cure. They'd rather have you sick because that's how they make their money, man. And it's a crazy game, man. But you know,
Make these things yourself, and you can see that you can heal yourself naturally of diabetes one and two by changing your environment, lowering your stress, stop eating fruit, and stop eating meat and stop eating dairy products. Pick up on your fruit, and do those regimens that I just said, and give it 30 to 60 days, and it will blow your mind.
I am here.
okay. So with that said, man, this brother here, he gonna inform you, man. Follow the brother Yaki Awaken, man. Follow the brother, man. Like his page, subscribe to his page, man. He talk about more than diabetes, man. He just talk about overall health, man. He got so many different remedies and cures that can help the body. We just gotta we just gotta want them as a people. You feel me? We gotta want them, man. When you want something, you'll get it. You know. So we gonna watch this other video down there. Like in the comments, you can see the comments over here. Dr. Sebi is living through you, brother. Several men who understand biochemistry and depth. My mom cured hers by cleaning up her diet and cooking from home. She's a picky eater, so she likes to know where her food is coming from. Somebody said they I don't know if they told her, but he was like, I bought Girl Scout cookies yesterday. Once I looked at the ingredients, I threw them in the trash. Thank you for the information. But we're gonna watch this other interview by my brother Jackie Awaken. I'm gonna commentate on it. You know, pieces here, pieces there. This one is on many couples breakup. So,
So let's speak about how healing. This is kind of weird when you think about it, right? That actually, when you heal yourself and you're getting healthy, it actually ends up dividing the family. Seems when both partners are not on the journey together, differences in lifestyle put a lot of strain on the relationship, resulting in separation. Have you witnessed this?
Yes, I witnessed that personally, and I see it all the time. We work with thousands and thousands and thousands of people monthly. It's all about vibration, and it's all about the biofield, the electrical magnetic grid of the earth. and which peak or point of frequencies that you're resonating with. It's impossible for two people to get along if they're not resonating. If that symbiosis or that symbiotic energetic relationship is not there, then it's impossible for them to agree because we're not vibrating at the same resonant frequency. And that's what's happening. Once you change your diet and you start eating fruits, these are your most energetic foods that's available to earth for human beings. They grow close to the sun. So the sun is taking these foods to photosynthesis. They get chlorophyll, chloroplasts. This scientifically proven that fruits operate every 10 units, they give you 12,000 angstroms of energy. Every 10 units that you eat a fruit, it gives you 12,000 angstroms of energy. Every 10 units of meat you eat, it gives you uh, 3 angstroms of energy. Every 10 units of vegetables you eat, it gives you 10,000 angstroms of energy. And then when you start getting lower and lower, it depletes to zero. So imagine somebody in your house eating fruits and vegetables, operating every 10 units, you're getting 12,000 angstroms of energy and you're getting 9 to 10,000 angstroms of energy. Then you got your significant other that don't want to make the change and he only taking in 3,000 angstroms of energy. She's going to be highly energetic. Her consciousness is going to be very, very expansive, and then he going to be on a lower frequency. Plus, when people eat meat, they tend to take on the actual stress of the meat and they take on the actual, because we know that life is in the blood of any fleshly creature. Life is in the blood. So you cooking the blood into these meats, you're cooking the hormones into these meats, you're cooking the traumatic experience into these meats, the transgenerational.
So with that said, the brother is speaking facts. Cause I seen another article. It wasn't, I didn't see the article, read the article, but I heard another gentleman talking about it too. That the meat that we eat when it goes through the process and then the blood, the traumatic and all that. Hey man, that is known to be true. So it's just crazy how we don't really understand things or don't really care to pay attention to them because you wouldn't eat human meat. So I'm not trying to make you a vegetarian, but I'm just look at it. You eat these animals, they get beat, their head cut off, they stressed, traumatic, traumatized. So all that's happening to them when we eat it, like you said, it's going inside of us. You feel me? So man, it's crazy. And you gotta just pay attention, like.
Epigenetics into these meats, and then you eat these meats, so you get more of a aggressive behavior. Like I told you, I work with a lot of football players and a lot of basketball players. I know football players that eat nothing but meat. Changed it now since dealing with me, but when they was eating, I mean, nothing but meat, raw at that. I know a fighter right now, can't mention his name. I'm working with him. He said he didn't start winning most of his fights until he went carnivore. And he said it brought out a devil in him. He said it brought out aggression and rage in him. But if you look how carnivores act in the jungles. They very aggressive, So imagine you have this quiet, nurturing spirit eating fruits and berries and melons, walking around, floating on cloud nine. Then you got a person sucking down chicken wings and eating bloody hamburgers. He mad as hell. How long you think that there's gonna be in symbiosis in a household? It's not gonna.
If you've been in a car accident, don't call an attorney. Use this AI app instead. That's what I did, and that's how I
be for long. And then, the more and more you start eating these highly energetic fruits, they start talking to you. You start figuring things out about yourself. Purposes and things that you had in life start to change. Things that you think you used to love, you begin to hate. Things that you can never see yourself doing, now you're doing. Now you're praying. Now you meditating. Now you're talking to yourself. Now you have a self-discipline that's been kicking in. So you start loving yourself more. And a person that love himself around somebody that willfully hate themselves unknowingly, that can never work because we're operating or we're resonating at two different frequencies.
Hey, those are big facts, man. It's like two different levels, two different frequencies. When a person loves themselves more and the other person don't, hey man, things start going wrong. And we don't even look at that in relationships because we don't even think that these type of situations affect things. We think it's just other stuff, man. So we gotta try to operate on the same level. They don't mean because she eat meat, you gotta eat meat. You gotta get them out of the meat. Get them to start trying new stuff. Less meat here and there, less this here and there. It ain't just about the food being baked, the food being fried. It's basically the meat period, bro. Like there's so many poison and chemicals put into the meat now. It's not fresh meat. Like, and even if it was, like I was saying at the beginning of my last video, we are not meat eaters. We're not supposed to eat meat. We're supposed to eat plants, fruits, and vegetables. That's it. That's what we're supposed to eat. But the Europeans, once again, introduced this to us, and we ran with it. Just like they introduced so much to us that we ran with it. Man, like, it's crazy, man. But when you start knowing, now you can't say nobody ain't told you or you didn't know. It's gonna only fall on you. You feel me? So you can start making little changes. Yeah, you can put more vegetables on your plate. Man, instead of them kids running in there getting cookies and snacks, they can grab oranges, apples, grapes, pears, fruit, plums. You feel me? Now you try this. This is better. This is better. You remember back in the day when we used to be at grandma's house? There wasn't no candy like that around, man. Man, you get Spook, you get off the cap, man. You know what we talking about? Yeah, but you get that other poison from the meat that you've been eating, the motherfucking papados and them chicken strips and the hamburgers, and chilies and stuff. Yeah, she getting poisoned because she eating that other meat. You feel me? It's going right inside of her. But with that said, I'm getting off you, fam. We could put more food in the house. Back in the day, grandma didn't have a fruit bowl on the table. You feel me? You grab an orange, an apple, a pear, a plum. You know what I'm saying? Now kids, they go in there, they grab a Takis, chips, pudding, candy, gummy bears, Jolly Ranchers. They don't want no fruit. They see fruit, they get to screaming and hollering. But that's why us as men, we gotta introduce that into our families so that they'll understand this is what you're supposed to eat. This is not what you're supposed to eat. You feel me? So when they ask, can I get some candy? Now you go get that apple on the table, eat that apple. I cut it up for you, put some peanut butter with it or something and make it a little tasty. But man, it's crazy, bro. Like it has changed so much, man. And it's only because they want us down. They don't want us to elevate or come up. They want to keep us down. So when we down, you can't rise. If your body is healthy and you're doing good, there's so much you can accomplish. Like you said, it opens up your mind, your pineal gland, everything. You kind of feel better. You can move better. Your skin start glowing. You know what I'm saying? So what we eat, like I said, it destroys our body, bro.
So that's why you usually see that the person that changed the diet and start loving themselves and doing better, they always get outcast or become the black sheep from the rest of the family.
So could you speak about your transition? You said personally it wasn't that hard, right? You went cold turkey, but how was the response for your everyone thought I was crazy personally. They thought I was like really bugging.
Yeah.
Did you experience that where I'm not saying like you were excommunicated from the family, but like I'm pretty sure relationships change dramatically when you change not just your eating, but especially your mind frame.
Oh yeah, most definitely. I come from a gang banging background. We come from the streets, the real streets. A lot of people say they didn't know. I've been shot, I've been stabbed, I've been locked up, I've been through all of it. So, when I first changed my diet, I had a scare straight moment though. I had a heart attack at the age of 21 for snorting cocaine, selling cocaine, but getting high off my own supply, basically. So, anyways, I had that.
This man said he had a heart attack at the age of 21, bro. You know how scary that gotta be, man? I done been shot, I done been stabbed, I done been in jail. I come home and have a heart attack, bro, and I almost die. But ain't none of this killed me. Man, come on, man. That right there mess with your mental, bro. Like, man, I gotta do something different, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Man, that's crazy, bro. Like, this man literally had a heart attack. A heart attack at the age of 21, bro. Like, nah, man. It, I gotta do better. Now look at the man, he's doing better. And he's giving the knowledge. He ain't keeping it. He ain't selling it. He's giving it to us. Now all we gotta do is take that knowledge in, boom, and use it. Boom, we can use it. Boom, then pass it on. Pass it on. Pass it on. Bro, that's why there's so much going on with the black families, because we don't know, or if we know, we're not helping each other. Yeah, they're dope too, but at the same time, it's still a lot what you eat. The dope, yeah, that plays a part because it's chemicals in it too. But at the same time, it's a lot to do with the food too, bro. It's mostly to do with the food and the stuff that we're inducing into our body, which we inducing drugs. But nigga, weed is a drug. Ain't no telling what they're sprayed with. Cigarettes is a drug. Ain't no telling what they're sprayed with. Alcohol is a drug. Ain't no telling what they put in there. They tell you what they put in there. But there's nobody going back in there and read every little detail, bro. So it's something in everything. But at the end of the day, it's mostly the food that we partake in. Majority of the food because we, as people, we eat a lot. We eat more than we smoke. We eat more than we drink. Unless you're just a drunk or you just a dope head, you feel me? You don't eat as much. And that ain't good. So
heart attack, and a heart attack scared me straight. So my change, it didn't take a transition for me. I was so scared to die. It was crazy though, because I almost died. I've been stabbed from here. I almost died of eternal bleeding. I've been shot. I got metal from here to here, literally. I had my whole jaw shattered, broken ribs, broken knuckles. This knuckle is merged. You see this knuckle merged with this knuckle? So many fights. I grew up my whole life fighting and just banging, you know. But this particular moment, I just had my daughter, and I snorted a line of cocaine and had a heart attack. Had to go to the hospital, and I thought I was gonna die. And the doctor told me, this you have so much scar tissue built up on your heart, and your kidneys is basically to the point that they're gonna fail. If you keep up with this, you're gonna be on dialysis, and that's gonna shorten your lifespan. If you don't die of a heart attack, that's gonna shorten your lifespan by 15 years. And man, that scared me straight. I was done that day. I was done. And it wasn't no 12-step program. I wasn't thinking I gotta go to an AA meeting when I get out of here. My whole thought process is when I go home, I'm throwing all of this shit away. I'm throwing my medicine away.
hey, see, that's what I just said. I told you, he had that heart attack. It scared him, bro. Like, man, that's I damn near died, bro. Like, damn, all this and half that damn near died. Man, I came on my threw everything away. You feel me? Like, say, man, I'm telling you, sometimes it takes traumatic experiences for us to learn, and honestly, that is very, very bad, bro. We shouldn't have to get to that point before we can learn to treat our body right, to do the right thing, period in life. You feel me? So it's like, well, I got to go to prison just to learn. Man, I know I should have been doing. I should have been doing it right. You feel me? So it's like a cycle, bro. We know, but we don't be caring at the end of the day, man. And you see what it took for this brother to turn his life around, almost a heart attack, man. And how many young people and other people out there are that close to a heart attack but don't even know it? Like he said, I snorted that one line and had a heart attack. You feel me? It, it, I feel like I almost had one. And I was smoking that dumbass K2. I hit that one blunt and damn near lost my motherfucking mind. Heart damn near was coming out my chest. You could see it move. And they was like, no, bro. Put that shit down. Come on, man. I don't need no hot air bag. Shit. You feel me? Like, it ain't worth it, man. To die over? No, bro. Like, no, man. We got too much to live for. We got people out there that care for us. You know what I'm saying?
Away. I'm throwing my cocaine away. I'm throwing everything away. And that's what I did. I went home and I threw all of that away. So I think some people have to be, I'm a hard-headed person. I have to learn from experience. That's why I'm so intellectual, because I have to do my own work. You can't do work for me. If you say you studied it and this was what you found, I got to go do that same experiment to see if I find the same thing. And I think me not trusting nobody and me being hard-headed is why I'm where I'm at now, because I have to do the work myself. So once I was scared, that was it for me. I didn't need no 12-step program. I didn't want to die. So it was on that hospital bed, I had a choice: either give in, stay where you at and die, or love yourself just a little bit more. It wasn't even a lot of love I needed. It was just a little bit of love. You know how they say faith of a mustard seed? I just needed a little bit of love to go throw that stuff away. When I did that first action of throwing all of those drugs and all of those medications away, it's like a ripple effect came. And I looked up 90 days later, I didn't have diabetes no more. I didn't have scar tissue on my heart. My kidneys was actually functioning at 100%. I can get an erection again. You see what I'm saying? So I just think it's either two things that's gonna make you change. You either have to be scared straight, like I was. I was scared into loving myself, or you're gonna have to be truly, truly chosen to do that. And I think, I believe that I was being chosen. That was just the way I was gonna change. But you just got to be chosen for this, you know. And I think that we try to save everybody, and the fact of the matter is, everybody is not gonna be saved. You know, in the scriptures it says a water drop to a wave will be saved. It talks about 144,000 elites. And then after that, it was a greater number, but it was still smaller. 2/3 of the earth died. And you start seeing how many people that don't make it. And it's like we put a lot of energy into trying to save everybody. But I think if we really just focus on saving ourselves and letting that light shine and being that example, those that's going to resonate with us is going to resonate with us. And those that don't catch the frequencies, they wasn't meant to get it.
All right, so listen to this, right? When I stopped smoking weed, when I was I guess it's usually, I don't know if black people refer to themselves as potheads, bro.
Yeah.
But Jamaicans say I was a herbalist. I used to
Yeah.
burn herb
Yeah.
24/7.
It was a
But,
bushman.
all right. When I stopped smoking weed, right, my sugar cravings went through the roof, bro. What do you think? What was the cause? I just had the wild, like, once I stopped drinking, it wasn't that bad. Like I was probably functionally alcoholic, believe it or not, bro. I used to drink every day, right? But when I stopped, it wasn't that bad. But when I stopped smoking weed, like I just like had the craziest sugar cravings all the time, bro.
It's the same thing with cigarettes, though. So when you smoke in period, it dehydrates your body and it deprives your body of oxygen, and it really deprives yourself of food. Notice people that smoke, they don't be hungry until they smoke, and as soon as they smoke, they get the munchies, and then they have the sugar craving. Well, once you stop smoking, you start literally going through them withdrawals, and notice.
Okay, so that's for all my potheads out there. I know y'all heard that. It's a blunt stand. Get smoking. It dehydrates your body. These do too. I know it. So I ain't no better than y'all. I ain't here to judge, but you know what I'm saying? We gotta do better, man. Like, you know, we just put a toll on our body, and our body is our temple, man. At the end of the day, without our body, where are we? We dead. We in the ground. We not here to be with our people that we claim we love and that we love. You know what I'm saying? So, what up, good energy?
Hey, what's up, man? Yeah, I'm just liking what you do, man. I just came by. I sent your page out to a couple of my peoples, man. They subscribe to you.
Okay, I appreciate the love, good energy, man. How you doing, man?
Man, I'm doing good. I just come through, just making, keeping the internet going. You know what we got to do. We got to stay paid, man.
Yeah, I appreciate the
We all,
love.
everybody got to get there. So shit that, hey, there's controversy here. So get used to it, Solo.
I can't jump on that bandwagon. That ain't me, man. Ain't my swag. You know?
Hey, I know, but shit. You got to keep it lit.
Yeah, it ain't. It might not happen over here. Good energy. You know, somebody in the comments bring it up. I talk about it, but
Yeah. Exactly.
I
Yeah.
ain't gonna
That's what
bring
you
it
do.
up. I'm gonna.
No, you don't bring it up, but keep it. Hey, don't shy away from it.
Oh, I ain't gonna shy away from nothing. I don't have no phase now.
Yeah. Anybody bring it up? Yeah. You got, shit.
Anybody bring it up, I'm gonna get up on it and talk about it, but I ain't gonna bring it up. I'm trying
No,
to.
you don't. Yeah, but you definitely, somebody bring it up. You definitely, shit. Say your opinion on it.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I'm just trying to give people knowledge, man. Our people knowledge, man.
So, what your page is about?
It's a little bit about everything right now. You know, I'm just talking. I'm gaming on here. After this live stream, I'm gonna end this one in a second. I'm gonna go play some Call of Duty game on it. You know, I'm also gonna be doing cooking on here. I don't think I'm gonna start cooking just yet, but I'm gonna start doing cooking on here. Uh, I read for like the first 10 or 15 minutes when I start, and then it's like more like just like a community, man. You come here, vibe, you know, talk about anything you want to, what's on your mind. You know, I'm here for you to support you. You know, give you my insight. You give me your insight on things. We just basically here to vibe off each other, man, and shoot ideas off each other, how to make money. You know, to do things. You know what I'm saying? Just more positive stuff than negative stuff, man. You
Hey,
know.
when you read, what you read? Like when you first get on your read.
So right now I'm reading the United States of America Constitution.
Okay.
So I just started.
Bring it up close so I can screenshot it.
Okay, is that close enough for you?
Yeah, hold on. Actually, could you put it on the big screen real fast?
Okay, hold on.
Thank you.
How to do it.
If you don't, I'll write it down in my notes. Okay, yeah, bring it right there. Okay, stop right there. All right, I got it. You can take it. Okay, I got it.
You know,
Yeah, I
so,
got it.
so you know, I'm gonna read this book until this book done for like the first 10, 15 minutes, and then I got multiple other books I'm gonna go through pretty soon. But if I'm still vibing in here long enough, I'm gonna eventually get to the dictionary, the Quran, the Bible. You know what I'm saying? Yeah,
Okay.
just kind of enlighten people. We can have discussions about it. Cause I ain't the smartest person, but I ain't scared to read and try to learn nothing new. You feel me? So I just
Oh
want
yeah,
to,
I know where to come get some game at from your page. So
yeah.
okay, now I got the bullshit pages. I got this pages. Okay, I'm more. Okay, I got you there. Okay, for the game page. Okay, hey, I gotta enable. I gotta know when I go on certain people pages what to expect. You know what I'm saying?
You know, but it's my boys over here the belt, and they get to ride, and I'm a ride with them.
Yeah. But I know you coming up, but you basically kicking game over here.
Yeah, I want to keep gaining knowledge, man, because I feel like
Yeah.
us as
Exactly.
black people, man, we lost, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I ain't no black power person, but I know me as a black man, I've been through a lot, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Hey,
And
so
like,
you told me you used to be a Muslim?
no, I was a Muslim for a little while in prison, but I didn't like the religion. You feel me?
Okay.
It wasn't for me. I was, you know, everybody was born Christian. I feel like that wasn't for me. So I'm like, nothing. I just read and get knowledge, and I
So you
know it's
more like a spirit. Yeah, that's how I am. I was baptized as a Catholic, but then I got a lot of Muslim friends. But I'm kind of like a more of a spiritual person. It's like my God may be a TV, my God may be a plant. You know, I'm just not like you are knowledge.
yeah.
Knowledge. That's what it is. Knowledge.
I was seeking, man.
Yes. That's all I am about knowledge.
That's what I'm here to do. I'm trying to get, you know, in good game and get game. You know, somebody might get on here, know something I don't know. Hey, man, look, I mess with these stocks and stuff, man. You know, you mess with them, man. This is how you do it. We helping each other. That's what I want. You know what I'm saying? I don't want you to get on here and leave all bad, sweating, screaming, and hollering. You know,
Right.
I want you to leave with like, oh man, I got something to think about, man. You know, then
Right.
maybe we've been acting like this. That man said a good point. I can use that. I might use that. I'm gonna try that. You know, I want
Right.
something to keep the family together, to keep
Yeah,
us, keep us
I,
as
I
being together. You feel me?
yeah, I'm out here in Vegas. I do a lot of sports betting.
Okay.
Yeah, I do a lot of sports betting. Yeah, man. So I just came through, man, to bless the page. I'm about to go to sleep, but what time you gonna be at? What time you gonna be on tomorrow?
I gotta go do an interview at Papa Austin tomorrow at 8. So probably when I come back from the interview, I'm gonna go live.
You gonna have your notification on, like where we can not you gonna be able to notify, right?
How do I don't know how to turn it on.
No. I seen when you like today when I was scrolling down on my YouTube, it had your picture up and it said that your title like this gonna go live at this time.
Yeah, but I was trying to do it and I didn't know how to make it go live. You know, it's like I'm just starting messing with it. I ain't asked
Okay.
nobody for no help or nothing, so I kind of did it on my own. So I'm probably not gonna set up. I'm gonna try to set up another upcoming, and then I'm gonna try it again and see if I can get it right. But I couldn't get it right, and I was mad, so I was reading to myself. I
Hey,
was
you gonna
reading,
get it right. Hey,
so I
hey,
was reading
Shola.
myself. So
Hey, strength in numbers, man. Them numbers they gonna keep growing.
yeah, I know somebody gonna look at it. Some people gonna look at it when it's finished too. You know what I'm saying? So I ain't gotta have everybody. I ain't tripping, man. They gonna catch on and like it, you know. And then every morning I try to do a short too, like some kind of motivation short. You know what I'm saying on my page for the people. I did one. It already got like almost 500 views.
Whoa.
I only got 60 subscribers. You feel me?
Whoa.
I'm already what's it? The algorithm. When you put in solo 2 3, Wellington pop up behind it. So I'm already in the algorithm. You feel me? So,
Right.
so I'm just, I ain't gonna give up. I'm just gonna keep it. I can care if I have one person here. No people here. I'm
Hey.
just gonna do my live, you know, and commentate and do what I'm doing, and then somebody will watch it down the line, and it gives you.
Yeah, I sent it out to a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? So shit, be expecting. You know, that's how I do. If I fuck with you, I may not whatever, but I definitely send it out. You know.
Okay.
All it is just press the button, subscribe. It ain't gonna. It don't cost.
It don't cost to subscribe.
It's free. It don't cost you. It's free. Just subscribe. Even if you don't go to YouTube or whatever, man, just subscribe. It don't. It don't. It's free.
That's what I do. I subscribe to everybody's page, man.
Everybody, bro. It
It's
doesn't hurt
love,
you.
man.
It's love. It's free. Like, bro, just hit the button.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck if you don't look at this shit. What you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna get up out of here. It's all good, Solo.
I appreciate you, man. Appreciate
All
you
right,
love
man.
and support.
Okay.
All right. So back to the video. Let's just play on this video. Because after this video, I'm gonna end this, and we're gonna be playing Call of Duty. So people that like to watch Call of Duty, we're gonna be playing Call of Duty. We're gonna look at a little more of this video and commentate. We're gonna play some Call of Duty. The Warzone at that. When I play Warzone, not being off the topic. You getting the raw and uncut, man, on Warzone. If I get one kill, you getting that one kill I got. I ain't gonna be like these other gamers, putting all their kills together, making it look like they just killing, when half of them don't be killing. You feel me? I'm giving you the raw and uncut. If I get one, you get that one. If I get 10, you get that 10. If I get that win, you get that win. You feel me? So, with that said, let's play this video, man. And get back to this brother, man. That's giving us some meat on my head, man.
There's a lot of people that smoke weed, they skinny, then they stop smoking, they gain weight. A lot of people that smoke cigarettes, they skinny, then they stop it, then they gain weight. It's usually due with the nicotine. The nicotine is sugar in the cigarettes. Or if you look at the actual thing that you roll your weed up in, what they call cigars, they have something called apple bomb in it. It's actually sugar in it. So when you start taking yourself away from all the different things that you rolling the weed up in, or you take yourself away from the cigarettes, you start craving for the sugar. A lot of people think that they're addicted to the actual weed, but they're not.
Fire.
Yeah, you're addicted to the tobacco fire.
Backwoods and frontal leaf.
Yeah, the backwoods. So when you burn these things, it's sugar content in it, because a backwood is a what? A leaf. Does leaf have what in it? Glucose. So you're just addicted to the sugar. So usually when you have withdrawals, we have withdrawals from the sugar. For instance, alcohol. Alcohol is created with fermented what? Sugar. So you having a withdrawal from the fermented sugar. Cigarettes, nicotine. If you look at the chemical composition of nicotine, it's sugar. Then you got apple bomb in it. Same thing with the actual backwoods and with these leaves, these vega leaves. It's glucose and fructose. So you constantly burning these things and you turn them into neurotoxins. Again, it connects with the opiate receptors of the brain. It opens up the reward center. So the moment you stop, you get a craving for that sugar. Now you just disassociating that craving for the weed.
Hey, man, that's crazy. I didn't even know that about the bars and the cigarettes, bro. Like, hey, man, hey, man, yeah, that's wild, bro. Like, the cigarettes and the swishers and all that got sugar in them when you burn them. So it ain't even the weed that's making us come back, though. Like you said, it's the sugar now. That's crazy, and that's going in our body. And man, I, I can't even really comprehend. Like, man, that's crazy. It blew my mind. See, you learn something every day. I didn't know that. I don't know if y'all know it, but I didn't know it. So I'm gonna let this brother finish this out. I'm gonna say a little words after that. Then, like I said, we go to college. I'm in this live on Talk Me Live on College. First college, 2 hours.
You thinking it's just any type of sugar, which it is. So a lot of people stop smoking weed and they gain weight, or they stop smoking cigarettes and they gain weight because they get a new addiction, which is just another form of sugar.
All right, my people. That's enough for the night. Then we finna head to Call of Duty, man. I appreciate y'all, the ones that tapped in. For everybody that tapped in, I still appreciate y'all. This live is up. You can go watch it. And it was a good. I feel like it was a good live. Where I had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people in there, man. You go back and watch it. There's gonna be some good food for thought on there for you, man. You know, this is the type of content you're gonna get on a daily basis from me. You know, like I said, if you want to talk about something else, I'm willing to talk about it too. But if I'm presenting content, I'm trying to give you something to think about, man. I want to put some meat on that head, no diddy. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to give you something to think about, man. Like life, man. We got to get it right, man. We only here for so long. While we here, man, we want to make the best of it, man. So with that said, peace, love. We ain't out here to judge, man. Thank you for joining this live. Man, I'm out of here, man. Till next time. See y'all fellas tomorrow, man. Call of Duty time. Tap in if you like Call of Duty.